We all do it. We all have those moments when we know we should be working on something important, but instead we find ourselves lost in thought or simply staring at the clock, hoping time will slow down. We put off tasks until the last minute, convincing ourselves that we work better under pressure. But deep down, we know that's just an excuse. Even when we know it's not good for us, we still fall into the trap. That's procrastination. It's that nagging feeling in the back of our minds, reminding us of all the things we need to do but haven't started yet. It's like hitting the snooze button on life. Every time we delay, we push our responsibilities further away, hoping they'll magically disappear. Think about that deadline looming over you. The closer it gets, the more anxious you feel. The weight of unfinished tasks starts to build up, creating a mountain of stress. You know you should start working on that presentation. You have all the materials ready and the ideas are in your head. But somehow you just can't bring yourself to begin. Instead, you find yourself scrolling through social media, checking notifications, and getting lost in an endless feed of updates. It's a distraction that keeps you from focusing on what truly matters. Or maybe you need to clean the house. The clutter is overwhelming and you know it needs to be done. But the thought of starting is just too daunting. Suddenly, that Netflix show seems much more appealing. It's easier to escape into a world of entertainment than to face the tasks at hand. Procrastination isn't just delaying tasks. It's a cycle of avoidance that keeps us from reaching our full potential. It's a thief of time, productivity, and even peace of mind. The more we procrastinate, the more stressed and anxious we become, creating a vicious cycle that's hard to break. It can lead to stress, anxiety, and feeling overwhelmed. The pile of unfinished work grows and the pressure mounts, making it even harder to start. The good news, you can break free from procrastination's grip. It starts with understanding why we procrastinate and recognizing the patterns that hold us back. By understanding why we procrastinate and learning practical strategies, we can take control of our time and our lives. There are countless resources available, from self-help books to productivity seminars that can guide us on this journey. You can start conquering your to-do list and achieving your goals. Imagine the satisfaction of checking off each task, the sense of accomplishment and the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're on top of your responsibilities. It's possible, and it starts with taking that first step. Our brains are wired for immediate gratification. This means that we are constantly seeking out activities and experiences that provide us with instant pleasure and satisfaction. We are naturally drawn to things that make us feel good now, like checking our phones, indulging in a sweet treat, or simply relaxing. These activities give us a quick dopamine hit, making us feel happy and content in the moment, even if they have negative consequences later. This is because our brains prioritize short-term rewards over long-term benefits, often leading us to make choices that aren't in our best interest. When faced with a challenging or unpleasant task, our natural inclination is to avoid it. The discomfort and effort required to complete the task make it unappealing. Our brains often choose the easier option, procrastination. We turn to more enjoyable activities like playing video games, scrolling through social media, or getting lost in a series of notifications. This activates the reward centers in our brain, giving us a temporary feeling of relief. The immediate pleasure we get from these distractions makes us feel good, even if it's just for a short while. However, this short-term reward comes with a long-term cost. The tasks we avoid don't disappear. They pile up, creating a looming sense of dread and stress. The unfinished task continues to loom over us, causing stress and anxiety. This constant pressure can affect our sleep, our mood, and our overall well-being. We enter a vicious cycle of procrastination and guilt. Each time we procrastinate, we feel guilty, which adds to our stress and makes it even harder to start the task. Breaking this cycle requires understanding our brain's tendencies and finding strategies to overcome them. Procrastination isn't always about big projects or deadlines. It shows up in our daily lives in subtle ways. Do you put off going to the gym even though you know it's good for you? Maybe you delay making that doctor's appointment even though you've been meaning to for weeks. Or perhaps you leave the dishes piled up until the sink resembles a science experiment. These everyday examples might seem small, but they contribute to a pattern of procrastination that can impact different areas of your life. Procrastination isn't just a harmless habit, it comes with a hefty price tag. Consistently putting things off can lead to increased stress and anxiety. That feeling of being constantly behind can take a toll on your mental well-being. Procrastination also impacts productivity. When you're always scrambling to catch up, you have less time and energy to focus on your goals. This can impact your work, relationships, and even your self-esteem. You may start to doubt your abilities, leading to a negative self-image. Section 5. why we hit the snooze button on life. Understanding the reasons behind our procrastination is crucial for overcoming it. Procrastination is a common issue that affects many of us, often leading to stress and decreased productivity. But why do we procrastinate? What drives us to delay important tasks? One major culprit is fear of failure. This fear can be paralyzing, making us hesitate to start tasks because we worry about not meeting our own or others' expectations. We might avoid starting a task because we're afraid of not doing it perfectly. This perfectionism can lead to a cycle of delay and anxiety, where the fear of making mistakes prevents us from even beginning. Sometimes we procrastinate because we feel overwhelmed. The sheer volume of tasks or the complexity of a single project can make it seem insurmountable. When a task seems too big or complex, we might avoid it altogether. Breaking it down into smaller, manageable steps can help, but often we don't know where to start. Distractions are another major obstacle. In today's digital age, we are constantly bombarded with notifications, messages, and entertainment options. In our hyper-connected world, it's easy to get sidetracked by social media, emails, or notifications. These distractions can pull us away from our tasks, making it difficult to maintain focus. These distractions provide instant gratification, making it harder to focus on less immediately rewarding tasks. The allure of a quick dopamine hit from a funny video or a social media like can be hard to resist, leading us to put off important work. To combat procrastination, it's important to set clear goals, create a structured plan, and celebrate small achievements along the way. By understanding and addressing the root causes of our procrastination, we can take steps to overcome it and lead more productive, fulfilling lives. Section 6. Breaking down the big and scary. One effective strategy for combating procrastination is to break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. When a task feels less overwhelming, it's easier to get started. For example, instead of thinking about writing an entire essay, focus on writing one paragraph at a time. Create a visual checklist or to-do list. Checking off each small step provides a sense of accomplishment and motivates you to keep going. Section 7. The power of the timer. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method that can be highly effective for overcoming procrastination. Set a timer for 25 minutes and focus solely on the task at hand. After 25 minutes, take a short 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break of 20 to 30 minutes. This technique helps break down work into manageable intervals and trains your brain to focus for set periods. It also helps prevent burnout by incorporating regular breaks. Section 8. Cutting out the noise. Our environment plays a crucial role in our ability to focus. Create a dedicated workspace free from distractions. Put your phone on silent, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, and let your family or roommates know you're not to be disturbed. Consider using website blockers or apps that limit your time on social media or other distracting websites. By minimizing distractions, you create a more conducive environment for productivity. Section 9. Celebrate small wins. Rewarding yourself for completing tasks, no matter how small, can be a powerful motivator. When you successfully resist procrastination and accomplish something, acknowledge and celebrate your effort. This could be as simple as taking a break to enjoy your favorite snack, listening to a favorite song, or engaging in a hobby you enjoy. By associating positive reinforcement with completing tasks, you train your brain to view productivity as a rewarding experience, making it easier to overcome procrastination in the future.